Alright, here we have the index open, and what we're going to do is we're going to replace the space between the entry and the first page number with a tab character, and we're going to add some leader dots, and we're going to right align our page numbers. So basically we're going to replace this space here with a tab so we can right align these. So let's go to the reference page, and we're going to go to the IX reference page. Now what we can do initially is we can set some tab stops on our level 1 and level 2 paragraphs. So typically what I'll do is I'll set these visually at first, and then I'll fine tune their position in the paragraph designer. So I'm going to right click in the margin here and choose rulers, and I have my cursor in the level 1 IX, and I'm going to click up in the ruler, and I'm going to drag this close to the right hand side. And then what I'll do is I'll bring open my paragraph designer, and I know that my text frame width is 486, so I'm going to go ahead and set that 486. I'm working in points. I'm going to right align it and click leader dots, continue, and update style. And I'm going to do the same thing with the level 2 IX. So I have two levels in this index. I'm going to double click here. I'm going to type in 486, right align, and then leader dots, continue, and then update style. So let's go back to the body page, and we'll see what we get when we generate this. So we're going to go ahead and update the index. And what we're not going to see is we're not going to see any change. Now let's just show you what's going on here. So if we look at our level 1 IX paragraph format, we do see up in the ruler that we do have a tab stop, and if we do our level 2s, we see the same thing. We see a tab stop up at the top. So let's go back to the reference page, and what we actually have to do is we have to deal with another paragraph on this reference page. So if you look at this paragraph here, and down in the lower left hand corner, it's called Separators IX, and this paragraph is really what determines what happens between several things. One is between the entry and the first page number, and right now we have a space in here. And then it'll also determine what happens between entries, non-contiguous entries. Like for example, if you had page 9 and then page 11, you'd get a comma and a space. And then if you had a page range, you'd get an end dash between contiguous pages. So what we want to do is we want to go to this little space here, and we want to type in a tab character, because what we're telling FrameMaker is we want a tab between the entry and the first page number. And let's right click in the margin there, look at our text symbols, and there you can see the tab character. So we're really doing things in more than one place. We're setting the tab stops and the leader dots on each level of the index, and then we're actually putting in the character that we want as a separator. And we won't see that. One thing I want to point out is even though we've set this up, we don't see any leader dots. We really don't see anything happen here on the reference page. But when we go to the body pages, let's update our index. And now you'll see we get the leader dots. So there's really a two-phase thing here. We have to set the tab stops in each paragraph format that we have in our index, and then we also have to add that tab character to the Separators IX paragraph on the reference page.